mean, kudos to their keeper. He made 4 stops that are world quality. You know, point blank. Those are the goals that we have been scoring, you know, consistently. But it's a good team that has been, even on a losing record, giving everybody a hard time. Wingate's there, ended up beating them 1-0 with like 5 minutes to go. Francis Marion, top 10 in the region, 2-1, I believe, in overtime. They just beat Tusculum 3-1, so it's no shame, no shame. I mean, a very, very tough team, very good team, particularly at home. But we had this conversation before. My controllables are, I have to create shots, I have to create opportunities to score, I have to have possession. If I have these 3 things, obviously I have to have goals, but if I have these 3 things, these are the controllables, I'm always going to be satisfied, you know. But we cannot not put away games in which we put those numbers up, those corners, and some of our corners were extremely well taken. We were a little even though we score on corners, we were a little, I wasn't satisfied with the quality, but this time they were focused on it. It's just one of those days didn't go in, right? And you know, it's story behind the story. It's, in theory, you're number 2 keeper because your number 1 keeper sustained an injury. So here's a kid that steps up and for 2 games collects a win and a tie, but better yet, makes very strong saves, critical saves at the critical times of the game, and keeps our defense feeling confident in him, you know. So not many teams have that kind of depth. And a couple of other defenders, you know, Velasquez didn't play. Ronaldo during the game, Ronaldo de Jesus has to come out, sustain an injury. The people that stepped in kept the clean sheet. So these are the little things that on the long run, hopefully with everybody healthy back in, will make that team that much stronger, right? I mean, ranking wise, our region is the number 2 in the nation, and our conference is the number 2 conference in the nation, you know. So there's no easy day. There's no, I mean, Mars Hill historically has given us that all we can handle, has had our number many times, you know. So never, the other day, Lenore Ryan played a quote-unquote last place team in our conference in Catawba and beat them 4-3 in a completely wide open game. So nothing in this conference is easy. You know, last year, the number 1 team, Wingate, in the first round of the tournament lost to Brevard, the number 8 team that made a run all the way to see us in the semifinals of the tournament. So basically, one day at a time. But what I can tell you is, NCAA will start ranking this week. There are 2 ranks. The rankings, there's the NCAA and the NSCAA. So far we've been in the top 10 throughout the entire year. But these are the unofficial rankings. The NCAA will start now, and they will go back and look at direct confrontation between people on the top 6 or whatever in the region. We have a few to brag upon: Liz McRae, Lenore Ryan. We have a couple of knocks on Carson Newman and Wingate that hopefully we get it back in the tournament. But we're positioned in a good place. But it doesn't matter if you don't keep on doing it. So it starts with Mars Hill tomorrow. Oh, we can. My goodness. We haven't beaten Mars Hill now for about 2-3 years. Anderson has always given us the hardest of the games. You know, last year was a real close game. Catawba, what can I say, last year beat us the first game, and then we went to the tournament, had to go there and beat them in a very tough game. So no, there's nothing we can look past. But the day-to-day is like this. It's like a bunch of veterans, as we spoke before, because I have so many seniors, is managing that pressure and that stress that starts coming because it's normal. You know, they're looking at the funneling of their career, so to speak. But also encourage them that it's in a big scheme of things, it's 11 games into the season that we sustained 2 losses. In a region like this, in a strength of schedule like this, that's incredible. You know, so they have a lot to be building confidence on, but a lot also to be focused and not looking, as I said, past anything, because each day now is going to be a huge challenge.